So, after watching Game of Thrones not episode 3, season 8, episode 3, The Long Night, for a second time, I've come to a conclusion. Benioff and Weiss are clinically retarded. I'm pretty sure that's their names. It's Dan and Dave. One of them is Weiss. I don't know if Benioff. It's something with a B. I could just be making that up, to be honest, but still. What? What? Just what? Why? How? Lots of other questions. Just. I think I mean, there were a cool few scenes in it. A few cool scenes in the episode. I'm not gonna deny that. Like the scene where, the Night King is a personal, is a, is a character I actually really enjoy. Um, and I really like the scene where Daenerys. I hate Dany, by the way. Absolutely hate her. She's just annoying. Uh, the scene where she tries to burn him and then he just smiles at her. He's like, I will. That scene would have been even better if he just if he just shrugged his shoulders. But still, the smiling at her in the fire, that was pretty good. And I also quite enjoyed the scene where Jon was running at him and he did the thing and raised all of them. That is just honestly extremely cool. I wish he did that more than twice in the entire series, that being the second. Actually, no. He may have done it last season. Last season was so forgettable, I honestly can't even imagine. But I know he did it once at Hard Home, and this time. Those may be the only two. He may have done it last season, but I don't think he did. That's a really cool move, and like I said, I wish, even if he did it 3 times, I wish he did it more in the series, because it's cool. um, yeah. Now, the Night King being my favorite character, I knew he was, obviously he's the villain, he's gonna have to die. But what the actual hell was that? Like, seriously. Arya flying from the sky like Spider-Man? Why? How, even? Just imagine back in season whatever when Arya was with the Hound. I can't remember what season that was. But when she would just lay down and say the names on her list, imagine she's like the Night King. Like, why Arya? Out of all the people you could have had kill the Night King. I'm pretty sure that when Theon charged him, if Theon killed him when he charged him, that would have been a better scene. It still would have been disappointing as hell, but it would have been better than Arya just flying into the sky from the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Let's see. And then there's Beric Dondarrion is another character I really enjoy. But, yeah, obviously he had to die at some point. But his purpose was to protect Arya, and Arya was to kill the Night King. I feel like they probably could have had a better purpose for Beric. Now, this is in the show, of course. In the books, Beric Dondarrion is dead. Well, he's dead in the show now, too. But Beric Dondarrion has been dead in the books because he resurrected Catelyn Stark with, I can't remember the name of it, the final kiss or something kiss, where he gave her a kiss and it transferred, his life force to Catelyn Stark. So he's dead in the books, and Catelyn Stark is alive in the books as Lady Stoneheart. So yeah, but I enjoy Beric. I feel like they could have They could have done something better with him. Like, in the books, I'm satisfied with how he ended in the books. Bringing back Lady Stoneheart, or Catelyn to Lady Stoneheart, good. That's just fine with me. But having him be a meat shield for Arya, no. That's a no for me, dog. Let's see, what else? The Hound did basically nothing, which is disappointing because the Hound is, well, used to be a cool character until they made him whatever the hell he's supposed to be now. I don't know, he's technically not the Hound anymore, he's just Sandor Clegane, but he's the Hound. You know, like, Sandor Clegane, I'm aware, but he is the Hound. Let's see. Jaime did absolutely nothing. Brienne did nothing except yell retreat. Lyanna Mormont, pretty sure that's her name. I know it's Mormont, something Mormont. I think it's Lyanna. She finally actually got to fight, but barely. She killed a giant white. I actually thought she would survive that scene until it showed the Night King, resurrecting her. I didn't even realize she was dead. See, Jorah died, Theon died, Beric died. Beric, I don't think, is even really considered a main character at this point, but he's whose death I cared about the most, because like I said, I liked Beric. I mean, I like Jorah and I like Theon, but personally, I really like Beric. They probably should have killed a couple more characters, but, you know, gotta love that plot armor. And then the Bran standoff with the Night King. Like, what the hell was that? Like, seriously. Like, I was waiting for for the Night King to say something. That would have been cool. Or even if, like, something happened, other than them just looking at each other. Or if Bran said something. Do your duty. Good old Stannis and Manus. Like, honestly, I would be more happy if Bran just transformed into Stannis Baratheon and said, do your duty. And the Night King just hacked away at him. Night King. And I know a couple people said this, but more people are saying, like, oh, well, if it's so bad, do you really think you could do better than Dan and Dave? Actually, yeah. I know a couple other people said, yeah, they could do better, but honestly, yeah, I could. Like, I'm pretty sure a hobo off the street who has no knowledge of A Song of Ice and Fire could do better than this. Like, yeah, I know nothing about directing. I'll admit that. But still, why? I don't know who I would have made kill the Night King, but it sure wouldn't have been like that. Maybe the Night King wouldn't even die in my version. Honestly, I would have been kind of happy if the show had the Night King win, because that would be different. And George R. R. Martin has said multiple times he hates the idea of a villain just being evil for the sake of being evil, but Dan and Dave, oh no, 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 no. That's too complex. You don't allow complexity here. You either good or bad. Like, seriously. They should have had, like, Cersei ally up with the Night King. That would have been completely ridiculous. And, like, It would have been completely ridiculous, but in a completely other manner. That would be actually entertaining to watch. Sure, it wouldn't be good per se, but it'd be funny at least. What they did now wasn't even funny. It was just disappointing. I mean, other than those like two scenes, there weren't any good scenes. And them having the people outside the walls, and then the Dothraki just charging into darkness. And them firing their artillery one time, having their artillery front of their infantry. Lots of people talked about that. I don't really need to go over that. Just everything is wrong with this. Also, not being able to see anything. You can't see a fucking thing in the episode. Not one thing at all. So far in season, whatever it is, 7 or 8, I don't even know. Season 8, yeah, that's it. In season 8, we've had 2 episodes of basically nothing, and just the biggest disappointment ever. Like, if all the characters now have plot armor, why couldn't Robb Stark have plot armor? I know that's because, like, George R. R. Martin is an actually competent writer, and that was, the Red Wedding took place back in the books, and that was when they were still going off the books. So, yeah. Imagine if Robb Stark just was like, no, 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 and he jumped 15 feet in the air and flew at Roose Bolton. That is not the correct character. Walder Frey, and he just stabbed him, and Walder Frey shattered into ice cubes. And then he just slaughtered all the Boltons and the Boltons. Well, yeah, the Roose Bolton, but all the Freys and Roose Bolton. I don't know why I kept mixing up Walder Frey and Roose Bolton. Roose Bolton was a cool character. I mean, yeah, he killed Robb, but he was an interesting character at least. We don't really have many of those left. I mean, let's see. Bran, the psychic tree god. I guess he's interesting. That's about it. Littlefinger was really interesting. But they killed him. Because, complexity is not good. I don't even think normies who watch Game of Thrones, like, the Game of Thrones normies, like, not the Song of Ice and Fire nerds like me or you, I don't even think they would be pleased with this episode. I don't think I personally know any. But if I did, and I talked to them, I can't imagine they would be really pleased with it either, because it's not a satisfying ending. Like, even to a normie, that, just no. Unless they're like some sort of Arya fanboy. At least it wasn't Dany. Honestly, I'd rather it be Arya than Dany. But I'm pretty sure anyone besides Dany would have been better than Arya. I don't have anything against Arya, by the way. I just think that it could have been a lot better. I do have something against Dany. I think Dany is like the only character in the show I genuinely do not like. Like, I just don't like her. She's annoying. Like, and all the villains in the show have always been interesting. Like, Roose Bolton and Ramsay Bolton. Cersei. I don't like Cersei. Okay, I don't like, what's her name? Sansa. I don't really like Sansa either, because Sansa's just an idiot. But she's getting smarter, at least. She used to be a bit... But that's about it. I'll talk to you guys next time. I've been rambling too much. I'll give it a score. Why not? This is your review, but I'll give it a score 1 to 10. 2. And like many other people said, if Arya kills Cersei, then, well, I can't burn my Song of Ice, my Game of Thrones DVDs or Blu-rays because I don't have any, but I'm sure someone's going to burn my Song of Ice Firebooks because they're actually good. I don't know what I'll do. I'll be mad. There we go. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.